What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm John. Today is What Did You Buy Wednesday, put on by Joe over at Big Sky Model Workshop. This has really been catching on. It's just great to see what everybody's getting. Even some things that make me think that's something I need. So, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? All right, so first, I want to show you, I got something from Hobby Clinic. I think everybody's pretty familiar with Hobby Clinic. In an earlier video, that was just part of my What Did You Buy Wednesday. I got some Plum Crazy. This is what I'm going to use on that Mustang. I did have a Mustang back in the day, and this is the color I had it painted, was Plum Crazy. So that's what I'm going to do on this one. And the next thing I got was some canopy glue. I haven't used this before, but I see a lot of guys, they do use it for their glass. It dries clear. So I'm going to give this a shot. And not from any particular channels, but I've heard this stuff's kind of good. So I'm going to see if this works just as well or near as well as Gorilla Glue. It is a 4 ounce and a little cheaper. So we'll see how this works. If not, I've got Gorilla Glue hanging in the wings. All right, then I took a trip to Hobby Lobby. Well, first, before we get into that, I did get some resins for the build I'm doing for my mechanic. So I did get some resin roof lights by Fab Resin Works on eBay. So there they are, pretty nice. This was, as you can see, this was $6.99. Not too bad. And then from Iceman, I needed steelies for this build. So I bought some steelies from Iceman. Iceman has, this is the first time I ever bought from him, but they do have a rewards program now, so for every dollar you spend, you get a certain amount of points. You can save up towards some resins. Now let's take a gander. Those are my steelies. Those are perfect for what I am doing. So there's that. Now let's get into, let's move these things. Now let's get into what I got from Hobby Lobby. I got some styrene at the 1/16 rods. There's a lot of things could have used these on, and instead, yeah, can't fit that in the camera anyway. So yeah, there's a lot of things I use these for that I'm trying to substitute the larger ones, and it doesn't quite work out. So grab me some of this. Always good to have styrene. I also find, especially with this build I'm doing now, I could use some of the square styrene. So I picked up some of that. And over on Shaggy's Awesome Garage, he did a toolbox for the back of a pickup truck with some styrene, and he used some tools. I thought, you know what? I should have some of those. Why don't I have any of those? So right here, we've got the geometry rulers. So I can get nice straight cuts and measurements. So there's that. Hold on, don't go anywhere. And I did buy some metal leaf, but I didn't have any adhesive for it. So you got some of that. This is going to be my first time doing metal leaf, doing, trim. So be curious to see how I do. I hope it's not too hard to correct mistakes. And watching Paul over at Left Coast, he was going through some of the glues that he uses. And one thing he uses for mock-ups is Mod Podge. I can't really remember exactly the name. I'm going to say Mod Podge. So I got this for $4 because it's missing the label. So it's always a steal when you can find something that's irregular. And that seems to be it. So you noticed, maybe you noticed, maybe you didn't, this thing that I've been using, I decided when I get stickers, this is where I'm going to put them. If you sent me stickers in the past, if you're watching, so Manny over at Manny Scale Model Works, Scale Model Outlaw, and Mike's Mods and Customs, The Intake, Pit Stop, Scale Model Garage, and Extreme Underground Scale Models. And let's not forget the host of this, Joe at Big Sky Model Workshop. You all sent me stickers, but they get really torn up being on my bench. So if you're watching and you don't mind, could you send me your stickers again? My email is in my description below. I'd be more than happy to send you my address if you don't have it, so I can put more stickers up here. And the stickers you sent me especially, so everybody can see them. So that's it. That's all I got for you today. I want to thank you for joining me. I want to thank all my old and new subscribers for stopping by, being faithful. And I also want to thank those who are just passing by. And if you're just passing by and you like this kind of stuff, please hit the subscribe button. Ring that notification bell so you know every time I put up a new video. I do have a lot more passerbys who watch my videos. Why don't you just hit that subscribe button? If you don't like it, you can always unsubscribe. I copied someone on that. Can't remember who. Every single person I mentioned, right down to the stickers, I will leave their link below. So go check them out. Give them a sub. Give them a like. If you're not subscribed to them, tell them John sent you from Amateur Scale Model Building. Once again, thanks for joining me. Have a great day. God bless. And I will see you next time.